I don't know if I can comment about comparing the quality of our pop songs and the Brahms songs or Purcell. I mean, I would never pretend to be on that level. But it's also not what I'm trying to do. I think what it is really for me is just something quite simple. It's simple music, it's pop, so easy. And what I like about it is that there's a spontaneity and casualness in playing. I don't worry about performing it, you know, perfect. It's my music, so it's probably as authentic as, you know, performance can get because I'm playing my own ideas. And what the big benefit for me, other than the fun of playing my song, is that I then try to recreate this kind of spontaneity and this kind of authenticity, apply the same sentiments, the same feelings when I actually perform Brahms, and try to play Brahms as if it's my song and as if it's a pop song, you know, to make it simple, to make it communicative, to make it just play its own without the big effort behind it. In general, it's an aesthetic ideal that I'm looking for in any music. What do you think? Is it a pretentious choice to put your pop song next to Brahms?
No, it's just fun to play your own songs for an audience. And I remember my teacher saying, in classical music, you're the messenger, and in pop music, you are the message. So first of all, he was a Hollywood child, so Richard Levitt, my teacher, was raised in Los Angeles, and he started singing and performing in films and television shows at the age of 4 years old with his brother tap dancing and him singing. So he has a strong relationship to the show side of singing. And he said that, of course, as a classical musician, there are lots of cliches, and there are few reasons to be yourself on stage. There's established interpretations for everything. Even in the early music now, it's terrible to see that plenty of the singers, I just taught Bach arias, and there was Christmas Oratorio and B minor Mass and the Passions, and then you hear that most of the students do what you expect them to do. Yeah, it's an interpretation that somebody in the 80s recorded with an early music orchestra, and then you do what the others do and you're safe. And there's an audience for it too. People who sit, we get some kind of satisfaction of saying, oh wow, this is the 150th Dichterliebe that I heard, and it's exactly as I thought it should be. No bad surprises, isn't that? Whew, nobody shocks me here, and as a pop singer, that's not possible because you talk about yourself. You are the message. There is no ritual for Sting to sing a song like all other Stings sing it, because he's the only one with that name. So he cannot step up and put his hand on the piano to be safe, and there's no I don't know, emotional gestures and outbursts and the cliches that we laugh about sometimes when we see classical music. It exists for every instrument, for singers, for everybody. And as pop singers, you don't have it. And it's fantastic if you work with students and you ask them to sing a folk song from their home country in their mother language. That is usually the first time when you hear the personality behind the singer, because the music itself is too simple to create a smoke screen. You have to be yourself, and if they dare to do that, it's a wonderful experience. Of course, we know it. It's a wonderful experience to be yourself on stage and to sing the way you think the composer meant it. And in a pop song, then of course, if you are the quotation composer, again, I have to say it's very simple stuff that I do. It's still fun to be yourself and not to fulfill a cliche that the audience expects. And I think that's also something the new listeners that we should attract to classical music, that's what we should offer them. The cliche they know. There's all the parodies of opera singers. And the big finale of an aria with a huge noise and then everybody shouts, bravo! I say, stupid Handel, why did he always have these postludiums after the aria? Couldn't he just end Ombra mai fu and so ave piu? Amo! No, he has to have 5 bars postludium. We always miss out on the amo!